So let's have a see if I can hear myself on stream. There we go. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Tier 1, the finale, round 18 around Abu Dhabi, and everyone was expecting to hear Nathan, but instead you're stuck with me. Hasbras, have you raced in the league before? I am usually not on comms, so I don't know yet. What tier did you race, usually? Gonna invite Fear Jack real quick. Oh, never mind, he's already in. Oh, let me see if I can find you. Hasbras. What's your EA name or? Jabba AT. There you go, mate. Just try to keep it clean and just keep in mind we have a championship battle going on between. Let's see, Nathan told me before the race, but I already completely forgot. Help. Um. Where is it? Between Sauber and Mercedes, that's what it was. Hello, Bjorn. Welcome to the Sauber team, boss of Realistic, of course. Oh, my back is hurting, but we can live with it. So, let's see who will be the first one to go out. It seems like everyone is currently just sitting inside their garages. Looks like Switzerland, they also do nothing. Jabba, I have invited you. So, yeah. Who I am and what did you do to Nathan? Why does everyone not know who I am? I'm one of the older commentators. I've been off comms for a bit, but I used to run Realistic in F7. Let's just keep it at that, shall we? The people who know me. The people who don't, they don't. Josh Hearn is now on an outlap. Okay, Jeffy, I race in Realistic. Let's just keep it at that. I race in Realistic. So, Josh Hearn is on an outlap. He's already lost the car once. Bloody miracle. Turbo Snail is starting his first fly. Oh, hello there, Ariel. Ariel with the first one who gets it correct. And Turbo Snail is already off the road. Oh, that is not ideal. You don't want to go off in turn one. It's very obvious if you... I think we had a bit of a glitch a few games ago where if you went wide in turn one you could gain a lot of time. But I think he might be... Yeah, he pulled off from his lap. So let's see. Let's go on board with Josh Hearn for his first flyer, the driver in the Haas. Yeah, nobody expected me to be on comms. Me and Nathan played it a bit like... we played it like he would be on comms. I also let him type everything in the tier 1 paddock, like ready up and stuff, so... So, Josh Hearn, first sector, 17.8 seconds. Let's see what the banker lap will be for this session. Let's see the target time they all have to beat. And of course, during the race we will focus mostly on the championship battle between Mercedes and Sauber, with one of the Mercedes not taking part in qualifying. I do not know if he has completely left the session. I'm not sure of that. Let me just check. Oh, yeah, one of the Mercedes cars has left. So, yeah. Josh Hearn now coming through the final sector. This is the trickiest part of the track. If you... Oh, and that's a big slapper. Damn. But he seems to have gotten away with it with no damage on his front end there. Hello, Fear Jack. It's a 25-4. It's bit quicker than Turbo Snail, but Turbo Snail, of course, cancelled his lap the first time round. He is now on another flyer, as he might. Let's see what he can do with this little lap. As he has purple sector 2, I didn't see the split time there for a second. So we will see Turbo Snail now coming through the final two corners as he will go towards the line a bit wide there on the exit. It's a 23.4 on the medium compounder tyres. Jabba has invalidated his lap, CRE Adam as well. Let's see, that's a Ferrari on an outlap. The Kicksauber of B-Ride is also on an outlap. Let's see who is the first one that is still on a lap. It is Cryptic, also known as Cradboy in the server, I think. And he's already out of ERS before like getting to the final bit of the track. That's not ideal. Even though the final bit of the track doesn't have any real straights, it still needs a bit of ERS deployment. As here we see Cryptic going through the final corner in his Red Bull. What can he do? Will he be faster? No, he just misses out by 0.4 of a second. Maxi Block now starting his first flyer. Let's see who is next across the line. It is an Aston Martin. I think that is Z2 on his outlap. Yes, it is. So let's see. I think the next car to cross the line, it's gonna be Jabba in the V-Carb. So let's see what he can do. He's also on the medium compounder tyres. Same sort of strategy that Turbo is currently using, but he isn't using any ERS. So Jeffy Boy will be the first one to set an actual lap time of these two. So Jeffy Boy now to the line, and the Ferrari goes quickest by 0.4 of a second on the softer compounder tyres. Shut up, Reese. Didn't ask for your opinion. B-Ride goes quickest with a 22.9 on the medium compounder tyres as well. Oh, Reese, if you don't like it, just don't show up to the interview. It's not my problem. As we now see Maxi Block going through the final sector of the Abu Dhabi circuit. Let's see where he will end up. It is going to be a 23.4 on the mediums as well. As Fear Jack is now starting his first flyer. That is a McLaren now approaching. I think that is Lewis W indeed. But Z2... I will invite him. Give me just a split second. Where is he? Where? Not appearing online. The pusher guy is not appearing online. Let me just take a quick peek at the bottom of the list because it's a W. Alright, mate. Cheers. So let's go back to the action. Let's see who will be the next one to cross the line. It is Mirko, who goes P3. The other, the Kicksauber was on a lap there, but he didn't improve. Mitch just starting his first flyer now. I think that will be Fear Jack next to come across the line. As it is a 124.9 for Fear Jack, which is P8 right now. That is Epic OJ starting his flying lap. Then it is Josh Hearn starting his new lap, and it's Lewis who goes P6 on the mediums, 123.7. As we see a few people starting their flying laps. Maxi P5, I think I missed that. Jabba is currently P8. Who did I just miss? I think I missed... Okay, I'll check to see if he's online. Yeah, he's online. I have just sent him an invite, Nathan. So B-Right improves by a tenth of a second on his mediums. Impressive. Mitch will be the next across the line in his kick Sauber. Let's see what he can do. Fourth. This is first and fourth for the kick Sauber guys. The highest we've ever seen a kick Sauber place, unlike real life. Epic OJ will be next across the line. Let's see what he can do in the Haas. Ooh, a bit of a snap out of the final turn, but it's still quickest with a 122.6. Great lap by him. Josh Hearn goes P12, his teammate with a 124.4. And the McLaren is up next. I think that was Lewis. He didn't improve. The Alpine of Max. No, that was Panther's, but he invalidated. Cars has invalidated as well. I think the next car to cross the line will be Adam, and after that it will be Bradis in the Williams. So let's see what Adam can do. Adam goes into the pits, so let's focus on Bradders as he comes through the final corner in the Williams car. Let's see where he puts himself. He puts himself P2 by 0.02 of a second. Damn, that's harsh. That is very harsh. Yeah, I'll go in a party. Just give me a second, mate. I'll just do a party real quick. Okay, let's hope this is anything better. So did we miss anything? I don't think we did. Next across the line is the Haas of Epic OJ, but I think he will be going into the pits. Same for the McLaren of Lewis. No, the McLaren of Lewis is on a lap, so let's focus on Lewis W in the McLaren. Let's see where he can put himself with this second lap. It's 123.4. It's just about an improvement to P8. Hi, I'm Trubo. I haven't been on comms for a while. Reese goes P6 with a 123.0 on the soft compounded tires. So let's just take a quick look here. Z2 will be, or Z2, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll just say Z2, is up next in the Aston Martin to cross the line. And it is going to be P11 with a 123.8. Not bad. Definitely not a bad lap by him. Cars has said a lap, but it's P17 for him for now. So it will be Lewis. Is he still on a lap? It seems like he is. Let's have a moment. Yes, it is full quali. Bjorn. I don't know. Hoe spreek je het uit? Bjorn of Bjorn? So Lewis is currently on a lap, but I think he did abort his lap. Yes, he did abort his lap attempt. So let's see who else is going to be on a lap. Reese is not on a lap as he just about gets out of the way for Turbo Snail there. Let's have a look what Turbo Snail can do. I don't think Reese impeded him that much. Oh, and he has invalidated. So let's see who is up next there. I think that is Kaz, who has invalidated as well. And then it is Adam starting his flying lap. Fair Jack, you're doing better than me, so not that bad, mate. Z2 going into the pits, I think. Yes, Z2 is going into the pits indeed. Jabba is on an outlap in the V-carb. B-Right is on an outlap as well on the soft compounded tires. What happened to who in realistic? Oh, a bit of a bad strategy call. When past the pits, then the safety car came out and everyone behind me could pit, so I lost the lead there. So B-Right is coming in. He's not doing a run on the softer compounder tyres for Q1 here. Beer Jack is now on an out lap. Let's see if he can improve his positioning. Jabba's on a lap, and so is Adam. Let's see what Adam can do. Yeah, I know you were. I know you were. I wasn't, sadly. Well, I let half the race, but then I, well, got messed up. P10 for Adam, it's a bit of an improvement. A few places gained. Let's take a look. I think that was Mitch starting his flying lap. Fear Jack did not improve, but he has started another lap here. I thought I could win it as well, Zoeri, but it is what it is, and we go again tomorrow, so let's see what we can do then. Jabba now across the line in the V-Cub. It is a 123.9, not a positional improvement, but it is an improvement in terms of time. So P14 for him right now. Let's see, that is going to be Kaz, who will be starting his final flyer. Fanfinus is still in the pits. I think that is Turbo Snail on an out lap, yes. And then the Red Bull of Cryptic is on a lap. He has a purple second sector. 4/10 up on his own time. That would be a massive improvement. Let's see what he can do here in the final stages of the track. He keeps it very nice and tight through those final two, well, I don't know, left-handers I think that you should call them. As he goes through the final corner right now, and it is going to be Cryptic moving up to P8 on 123.3. Then it's the McLaren of Adam going into the pits. It is going to be Mitch across the line next. Let's see, Mitch goes up to P3. Yes, I can definitely invite Fan back. No worries. Where's Fanfinus? Fanfinus! There he is. There you go, Fan. I didn't notice he was gone, Nathan. Sorry. It's still a bit coming back to me here. Jabba, let's see what he does in... Oh, he's starting his flying lap now only. Pusher is on an out lap as well. Let's see what he can do. And it's Cars now on the final sector. Let's see where he will place himself. Long time no see from me, at least, for Cars on on this... Well, in this tier, actually. I think I've seen him drive, but not in this tier. Let's see where Cars puts himself on his return to Tier 1 here. It's going to be a 123.3. It's P9. Impressive, to say the least. Hey. Turbo Snail goes into the pits. He has invalidated. Cryptic will be up next. He goes into the pits as well. Mitch is on an in-lap. Let's see who is on an actual qualifier. It is Jabba. Jabba the Hutt. See where he will place himself. Banfinus has retired. Yeah, that's the biggest shame that there can be, mate. Just wasting the set of softs. I mean, it's not ideal, to say the least. So, Jabba now through the final turn here in Abu Dhabi. Let's see where he can place himself. It is a 124.3. Not an improvement on his own lap time. Pusher now, without a lap time set yet. Let's see where he can place himself in the Red Bull. Will he go through the Q2? It's a definite yes. It's P5 for Pusher. So Z2 has invalidated, but he will be through since everyone behind him is going to be finished. Ooh, and Kaz just brushing the wall there real quick. As he will now be going on to the big straight. The final straight, as he will be the final driver to finish Q1. because I live in the Netherlands. So we have Epic OJ, Bradders, and Mitch as your top three, and let's see the drivers who are knocked out are Jabba in the V Cub, Josh Hearn in the Haas, Fiat Jack in the Ferrari, Fanford is in the Alpine, and Knox is going to be knocked out as well. Well, I'm not Dutch either, Ticho, so I'm not Dutch, but I'm not English either. So yeah. Just check to see if no, I'm not from Belgium either, mate. Why does everyone always assume I'm Belgium? I'm not Flemish. I'm not Maxi Block 2.0. So here we are then for Q2 here at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and I am going to open a window because it's steaming hot in here. And no, I'm not from Germany either. Stop guessing the northernmost countries in Europe, mate. Who says I'm even from Europe? Well, I am, but still. Oh, and by the way, Reese, to get back at your question to why this mug is commentating, because I am. Ta-da! As we have the first few drivers who are currently heading out in an out lap. And I think the first one is Turbo Snail, who said he... Oh. Turbo Snail, what did that brake board do to you? Or the DRS board? What did it do to you? You... Stop it! Keep those things alive. Cars, how have you invalidated your outlap? I mean, invalidating your actual flyer? That's fine, but how did you invalidate your outlap, mate? That is insane. Might have to put my phone on charge in a bit. But I'll do that in between the little switch between the race and qualifying. Jeffy, I swear to God, if you say I'm from Italy one more time. So, Turbo Snail is the first one on an actual qualifying lap here. Let's see what he can do without breaking any boards. Let me just turn all of this back on. I am very rusty in terms of commentating, so don't blame me. Ooh, a bit of a lock up there into the hairpin. Oh, and it's an invalidation for Turbo. There goes another set of your softs, mate. As here we have cars now heading onto the back straight. As it's DRS open, he might get a little bit of a slipstream from Turbo, actually. But let's just hope Turbo doesn't get in his way eventually. As we go down to the chicane right now. Slow in, fast out. Let's see. Ooh, Cars is doing pretty good. Who's a hybrid? Who is a hybrid, Nathan? Oh no, I'm not a hybrid. But thank you for not calling me Italian. So Cars now on to the final sector as he goes into the little twisty section that is the finalizing part of the lap here in Abu Dhabi. By the way, Sauber are already 1-0 ahead. Because Mercedes only have one driver. So Cars now coming onto the back straight, and it's going to be a 124.0 for him. It's Cryptic with a 124.0 as well. I'm not Italian! Nathan, first I have Reese insulting me. And now I have everyone else insulting me. Nathan, I want to report something. I want to report online bullying as Mirko goes quickest with a 122.7. I think the only one not on a use run. As we have Epic OJ, 122.3. Very good lap by Epic OJ. Banner Brandon, I don't know if it's full. I don't know if you join, if it puts you in the Mercedes of the guy who left. I don't know if that will work. So Pusha goes P3 with a 123.2. Adam goes P4. Nathan, do you want me to just invite him to be sure? Yeah, I'll just invite you, Brandon. If you can't join in the race, I'm sorry, but yeah, if you can, please do, because there is a championship fight on the line that you will be joining, which could be helpful for race as well. I can't find him. Oh, might have to search for Brandon. Okay, I'll do that real quick. Oh, there he is already. Brandon, I will be sending you an invite. I have sent you an invite, actually. Thank you, Maggie. So let's see. Reese has gone P3. He's gone third fastest. Lewis W has just started his flying lap. Adam is not on a flyer. Let's see about Jeffy Boy. No, I'm not from the Vatican. Jeffy Boy goes P4, 123.1 for Jeffy Boy. Turbo Snail is the next to go across the line because Z2 has gone into the pits. I'm not from the Vatican. No, I'm not French. I don't wave a white flag wherever I go. So Turbo Snail now going across the line in the Williams. Let's see where he puts it. He puts it at P4. 23 dead. B-Right will be next across the line, as it is going to be P2, 122.4. Not bad at all from B-Right there in the kick Sauber. Oh my god. I'm just not going to respond anymore to any of you. Mitch goes P8, 123.3. Lewis up next in the McLaren. Where will the McLaren driver place himself? It is going to be P5, 123.010. By the way, Nathan, do we still promote F7 during the races as commentators? It's been so long, man. It's been so extremely long. Insane. Don't worry, if you don't watch out right now, I'm just gonna ban you from the chat. That's a weird request, mate. Very weird request. Okay, I'll do that later, not right now. It seems stupid to do it right now. So Mitch is on another lap, I think. B-Right has gone into the pits. Let's see, that V-Carb of cars will be starting his flying lap. You guys are flooding the right side of my screen with messages. I can't even see the track map. Adam is going to cross the line next, but he's going to start his flying lap. Let's see, Maxi Block has invalidated his lap, so he will be going in to the pits. As there is a Mercedes on an outlap, that is Mr. Reese. Oh no, not Mr. Reese, he's the team boss for Haas. The time trial merchant Reese. That's the one. As it's now Cars in the V-Carb who will be the next one to put in an actual lap time here in Q2. As we have about 6 minutes left. No, it wouldn't be Italian, it would be San Marinese. Smart ass. Oh, that is Cars into the wall as he loses the back end there in the final sector. Will he be going into the pits? Oh, that's a bit of a late twitch. But I'll allow it. Unless somebody wants to report. So Adam will be the next one to come across the line in the McLaren. His teammate currently in Q3. He is currently still knocked out. Let's see if he can get himself through. It is going to be P11, P9. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the top of the screen, but he's gone P9 there with a 123.2. A bit of an improvement. Cryptic is on an outlap. Let's see where Reese is. Ooh, Reese is currently putting in a purple second sector. 2/10 up on his own time. That would put him ahead of Mirko, but still behind B right there. As this is the guy I was 2/10 off in qualifying last week in Vegas in realistic. I'm still proud of that. Yeah, sorry. I'm on PS and I don't know how to do sound alerts. I know you're Mirko. Reese goes quickest with a 122.295. A bit faster than Epic OJ. So that puts him easily through to Q3. So it's going to be a Williams up next of Turbo, who is going to start a lap. Adam is on an in lap. He has done his final flyer, I think. I think he was. That's what it said on my screen, Mirko. So I think he just nailed the final sector there. Maybe he made a mistake on his first lap there. Who knows? So Cryptic will be the next one to cross the line as he goes through the final part of the track. Don't do what Cars did there and actually go kiss a wall. Cryptic going across the line right now, and it is going to be P10. Just about makes it through for now, but there are still people behind him who can knock him out. It is Maxi Block starting his lap. Reese is on an in lap, I think. That is going to be Cars on an out lap. Bradis is also on an out lap in the Williams, and Turbo Snail is on a lap as... Let's see what he can do here in the Williams car. Let's see. Through the final sector. I just genuinely hate this track. So I'm glad I'm commentating, because at first I said to Nathan I would reserve, but I'm commentating. I'm happy about that. So Turbo going through the final sector. Let's see if he won't waste another set of softs, because he's already wasted like 7, I think. Cross the line for Turbo. It is P4. Not a bad effort from him, as that is going to be the Williams driver going starting his lap there. Maxi Block will be the next one to cross the line for an actual timed lap, as we will have to go and see if he can knock Cryptic out already. If so, Cryptic is done for here in qualifying for the Tier 1 division of the season finale. Will Maxi Block knock him out? Yes, he will. P8 for Maxi Block, which means Cryptic is eliminated. Zetu has just come out of the pits. Let's see if he can still make a flying lap. So the next car to cross the line will be Cars. Will he knock Adam out for the time being? The Cars, of course, on his return to Tier 1 as a reserve for the V-Carb team. Last minute reserve as well. 0 practice. Let's see if he can get himself through to Q3. Bit snappy in the final sector, but yes, he can. P7, 123.1. as we will have to see who is going to be across the line next. That is going to be Adam and Lewis, who are going to start their flying laps. I saw that. That is Brad is now going across the line, and it's P1 122.251, a bit faster than Reese there. Let's see, Mitch up next in the kick Sauber. Will he be able to improve and go through to Q3? Yes, he can. P6 for him, which has now put Maxi Block at risk, and he has invalidated. So if he doesn't go to the line in time, he will not make it through to Q3. Pusher is now going through the final sector to start his qualifying lap, as he lets Maxi Block go through. Maxi Block dives into the pits. He doesn't have enough fuel to start his flying lap. Oh, and Maxi Block is now officially out. We have now Pusher, Adam, and Zetu still in the knockout zone, who can still improve on their lap times. Let's see, Adam is currently in the final sector here for the McLaren team. Let's see if he will go through to Q3. No, he's invalidated. Oh, I didn't even see that yet. I think he just invalidated on the final bit there. Lewis will be improving just a bit, and it's not enough for a positional improvement. So Pusher is going to be next to cross the line. Zetu has invalidated, so Jeffy Boy might be the only one who can still be knocked out. Brandon, the championship is for the constructors between Kick Sauber and Mercedes, who you would be joining if you can actually join in the race as a Mercedes car. So Jeffy Boy has just improved to P6, so Cars is now at risk from the driver behind, which is W Pusher. What a weird name. As he is now going through the final few corners, as it's going to be Pusher for the ending of qualifying here. It is going to be P9, which just about knocks Cars out of Q3. On his return to F7 Tier 1, it is just about not enough to get through to Q3 here. So Cars, Maxi Block, Adam, Cryptic, and Zetu are all knocked out here in Q2. Bam, 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 bam. So we will be looking through the drivers that are knocked out. Once again, Cars, Maxi Block, Adam, Cryptic, and Zetu. So here we are then for Q3. For the championship contenders, we have the two Saubers still here, and also the one Mercedes of EVE Reese. EVE Reese is also known as the time trial merchant in my vocabulary, so just want to throw that out there. Anyways, let's go to Q3, shall we? As we can see, a Williams coming out there. That is turbo snail, and that engine did not sound healthy. Holy. If that's what a Mercedes engine is supposed to sound like, I'm pretty sure your car should have broken down. Just like Alonso's car did today, which was also a Mercedes engine. So Mitch is coming out as well as Mirko in the Aston Martin, who is currently riding out. And we see Reese going out as well as Bushy. I swear to God, Turbo, I will charge you for every single bullet that you crash into right now. Will be a 10-second time penalty added to your race time. Yeah, that's another 10, mate. That's your first 10. Oh, and suddenly he keeps it between the lines. Interesting here. I'm predicting him to crash on lap 3. So Turbo will now be starting his first lap in the final part of qualifying here. As what is going on over here? They are saying hello to each other on track, waving, being nice to each other, which I haven't seen Reese do in a long while. Just kidding, Reese, all love, mate. Just a bit of banter. And what are they doing? What are you guys doing? Get on with it! Jesus. As we have Turbo now through the first sector, and he has now gone onto the back straight, and Jeffy Boy has nicely moved out of the way there. Very nicely done. So we will see Turbo going through the little chicane here. The biggest and dumbest corner of this track, that is. Here goes Turbo on the back straight. Into sector 3. The fast but also slow, turny, twisty, pointy section. Oh, and he's knocked over another bullet, and oh, that's an invalidation. That is karma for all the bullets you've hit. So let's see, Mitch will be the next one to go across the line here in Abu Dhabi in Q3. Whoa, and he spun it! He is round! Mirko will be next across the line then. As, ooh, Mitch has gone round there. First one to see, I've seen spin there. It's 23 dead for Mirko. Turbo Snail will be up next. 23-0 for Bradis. B-Ride has just started his lap. Lewis as well. Banana shut it. Nobody asked for your opinion. As we will now see Reese going towards the line first. The guy who should go touch grass instead of play the game. Just kidding. He is now going to, the line is 22.8 and Pusher goes with a 23.0. Please don't tell me he's watching the whole race. I'll shut off the stream if he does. Shush, Banana. Go make your beef burgers or whatever you were doing. Jeffy Boy will be next to go across the line here in the Ferrari in Q3. P1 22.6, 2/10 faster than Reese almost. Perfect lap. Perfect lap. B-Right will be up next. Let's see where B-Right will put himself in the kick Sauber. The championship fight is on. 22.4 puts him ahead of Reese. Lewis has had an absolute shocker of a lap there. 23.5. What are these two doing? Go into the pits. You're a liability on track. Miracle, that's not unused. That's just your skill issue. as these two will now be going into the pits finally. So the track is now kindergarten free and we can all race again. Nah, that's not used. That's just slightly touched. I love this. As we will now see Mitch in the kick Sauber, another championship contender. Reese is already 1-0 down because he actually left it. He actually left the session because the qualifying was 27 minutes longer. Too bad. Too bad. Let's just hope Banner Brandon can join in the Mercedes to make the championship battle a bit more interesting here in the final stage of this championship. Turbo, that's not true, but I just barely have any time on Sunday. Usually I have evening shifts actually, but this weekend I'm off because I had a week's vacation from work, which is ideal. Mirko, don't you dare, mate. Don't you dare, Mirko. I wanted to race, but since Nathan is spending time with some family members, I decided to step up and commentate instead of racing, so... It's nice to be back on comms for once. Mitch has invalidated, by the way. So we won't be seeing him. No, Mirko, I actually, if my ego was that big, I wouldn't have taken comms so that Nathan could spend time with his family, mate. Banana, I don't think it's a worse mistake. I mean, yes, I'm a bit rusty on comms, but I don't think I'm that bad. Still better than, who was it that always stuttered on comms? Or no, not stuttered, but always said like, at the end of every sentence. No, I wouldn't be lost, Banana. I'm racing here tomorrow, so... Come see for yourself where I end up. It's not insulting, it's joking. Insulting as if I would mean it. Can't work on English, he says. Mirko, we will see tomorrow, mate. As you've seen in realistic, I'm not that slow. So, let's just see where it ends up tomorrow. Reese is the first one to go on an outlap. He wants to have that clear track to try and get ahead of both of the Sauber cars for the final round here in qualifying. Nathan, can you tell them to shut up? They're just insulting me every single minute. It's insane. So Reese will be the first one to go on to his final flyer. The Reese will be going on to his final flyer here, as we will be seeing the entire grid go here one more time for the Tier 1 qualifying session. This is the final few laps of the season for these drivers in qualifying. I think, if I'm going to be honest, I think Ben might have a very big shot at getting pole here, but Reese currently is getting a bit of a slipstream from Pusher there. Oh my god, that might make a very big difference here in qualifying. The fact that Reese has gotten a slipstream down the back straight. Now onto the second straight with DRS. It's a purple sector. He's currently 4 tenths up. More than 4 tenths, which would put him ahead of B right for now. The Williams nicely gets out of the way of Reese there. Yeah, the Red Bull did give him slipstream, I think, because he moved out of the way at the final second, Nathan. So I think that might be a bit of a penalty for the Red Bull coming there. So Reese going across the line is 121.8. Let's see who's next. Jeffy Boy just starting his lap. Brad is starting his final flyer as well. Great lap indeed, Nathan. Very good lap by Reese. Let's see what B Right can do here, as he is currently going through the final sector in the vibrant green kick Sauber. Let's see, does Ben have it in him to take the pole away from Reese? He's gonna have to improve so much on this final sector. Epic OJ didn't do his final lap. I don't think he had any tires left either. So Ben across the line now. It's P2. It's at 4 tenths improvement, but only a bit more than 2 tenths off of pole there. Big shame for B Right, as it's going to be Mitch to cross the line next. Where will Mitch, the second kick Sauber car, place himself? It's going to be P3. Turbo Snail puts himself up into P3 as well. So it's going to be Lewis next. Lewis goes up to P5. The Aston Martin of Miracle goes up to P5 now. Push it. Will be next to cross the line. Where will he go? P6. Jeffy Boy up next. P7. Oh, and Bradders puts himself P3. So that puts a bit of a distance between Mitch and B Right, as Reese is now in the pits as he has retired. I'm not going to give any sort of judgment to that. Vixen? So, let's go through the tires used and the incidents. Wow, there's not too many incidents here. So Reese on pole, B Right in second, and Bradders in third. Let's hope Banner Brandon will be able to join the race here. I'm gonna go grab my charger real quick. I'll be back in just a split second. It's extremely dark in my room here. Yeah, bro took the car and left the lobby. Yeah, I know, Brandon. So you cannot join then? Which would be a very big shame, actually. Oh, I should stop running. Yeah, I'm sorry, Brandon, mate. I wish you could get the car, but... So it's going to be 5 red lights here at Abu Dhabi for the final race of the season. It's lights out and away we go! Reese gets a pretty solid start, but so does Bradders. But Ben covers Bradders off as it's Turbo going through the inside of Ben there. Through the inside of Bradders there, sorry. That was my mistake. Pusher moves up a place as well. At the back there's a lot of fighting going on. Fanfan is now moving up some places here as Jabba and... I think that's both Jabba and Nox who have ghosted. So here... Throughout the first lap, we have Reese leading, Ben in second, Turbo in third, Brad is in fourth. As oh, there's a bit of a collision there into the chicane between the Kick Sauber and the Aston Martin of Mirko there. Let's see if any of those two cars have any damage. Oh, there's a bit of... I think there's been an incident at the back between Z2 and Fear Jack. Yeah, Nox is in AI all race there, Nathan. Very, very, very big shame. Jabba has dropped back massively as well, but I think he's in AI. So there's 3 cars in AI. It is Epic OJ, Nox, and Jabba, all 3 in AI inside of each other right now. As Reese is almost pulled out of the DRS danger from behind from Ben. Let's see if Ben does still get the DRS here on the back straight on the Mercedes driver ahead. Yes, he does. So let's see if we can see a few moves happening here on the back straight. You see Josh Hearn already alongside Cryptic here, but Cryptic gets back ahead since he has a DRS wide open currently. So Bradas there goes past B-Right. So Bradas up into P2, B-Right back to P3. Let's see if Bradas can go ahead and chase down Reese in the Mercedes ahead. Maxi Block and Fanfinus have gained, I think, the most ground in this first stages. Yeah, Fanfinus up 8 places. Ooh, Josh Hearn already gets a penalty there. But Fanford is up 8 places, Maxi Block up 2, Brad is up 1, Pusher up 1, Adam up 1, Josh Hearn up 2, and Nox has gained 3 positions, and Epic OJ is down 8. Insane stuff there from Epic OJ, as he is also in AI right now. I think they're all still, yeah, they're all still inside of each other. So let's see, as we go onto the back straight, once again, Cam Bradders move close enough to Reese. He gets a bit closer, and now into the chicane we go. Oh, what a terrible, terrible camera angle that was. We now see Bradders on the back of Reese. Will Bradders have enough straight line speed to go for the move into the lead? Yes, he does. Will Reese try to hang it around? No, he won't. Bradders is into the lead of the Grand Prix here. This Turbo Snail is now right on the back of B-Right here in the Kick Sauber there. As Mitch is still on the back as well. It's a bit of a DRS train here, but at least there's some movement at the front here, which is very interesting to see. Maxi Block starting to lose connection to the rest of the train here. Will he let his teammate through to try and catch the drivers ahead? Or will Maxi make it difficult for his teammate and just drive his own race to finish in those points? Reese is within 0.2 of a second of Bradders here. Reese locking up a bit there in the hairpin. Let's see, onto the back straight. 2.10 separates Reese and Bradders. Will Reese go for it on the first straight? Yes, he will! Down the inside he goes, into the chicane. B-Right, oh, gets a bit of a collision there at the rear end, I think, between Turbo Snail and B-Right, which made B-Right a bit shaky on the entry into the chicanes there, as Bradders now comes back at Reese. This is just overtaking for DRS. So B-Right still on the back of Reese as well, but hasn't been able to make a move at all this race. So Be Right, Reese and Bradders are your top three in this race currently. Oh, and there goes Mitch down the inside of Turbo into turn 1 and he makes it stick. Mitch is up to P4, Turbo down to P5. By the way, as I wasn't looking, Fanfinus has gone past Maxi Block and has now finally found the connection again to the train ahead, as there goes Pusher up the inside of Mitch. Mitch has lost 2 places there in that corner to Turbo and Pusher, as well as we see Bradders and Reese swapping positions again. Oh, Mirko! Mirko a bit tight there. Ooh, so if B-Ride and Mitch finish P2 and 3, Sauber and Mercedes will finish on the same points, and that means that the fastest lap will be the deciding championship point here. But for that, B-Ride and Mitch will have to push a little bit harder. Jeffy Boy now also moves up to P5. You see a few drivers have swapped positions here. So currently we have Reese leading the race here, Bradders in second, and B-Ride is right on Bradders' tail, as we have the first 2 pit stops, which are Pusher and Cars, who have both gone into the pits. Let's just quickly see what tires they come out on. Pusher goes onto the hards, and Cars goes onto the hards as well. He had damage. There goes Reese and Bradders once again into the chicane, side by side into it. Bradders is forced the long way round, doesn't work out, as now on the back straight we have B-Right right on his tail. Will B-Right be able to capitalize on that little mistake? No, it's Bradders who actually goes for the move on Reese into this corner. Reese is trying to switch back a little bit, but just doesn't carry enough speed to keep it alongside him. And that is Bradders back into the lead of the race. So let's have a quick look around the grid. Is there anyone else with any slight damage? Oh, and there goes Turbo Snail into the pits for his first stop of the day. Will he be changing his wing? We'll have to see in a bit. Not going to keep my eyes on him constantly. No, he's not changing his wing. He's just simply going for a tire switch. The Cars now with another 3-second time penalty added to his race time at the moment. So we have 3 drivers who have already stopped, which are Turbo, Pusher and Cars. And Turbo comes back out on the hard compounded tyres. Oh, and there goes Reese and B-Ride and B-Ride. Oh, a little bit too touchy with Bradders there. Jeffy Boy now trying to get a move on Bradders, as well as here comes Jeffy Boy alongside Bradders, but Bradders has the lower downforce setup, so he has more straight line speed. B-Ride is currently chasing down Reese for P1 here. Fanfinus is up into P5 after starting very far down the grid. This is impressive. Up 14 places for Fanfinus. What a race by him so far, and we haven't seen anything of it actually. Mitch has dropped down to P7, by the way, in his Kick Sauber car there. Ooh, Mitch gets a 3-second time penalty. Going into the pits, I think. Ooh, that is that little glitch there. I hate that glitch. So we see B right now on the back. I'm not Nathan, mate. So B right now on the back of EVE Reese. Will B right make the move into the chicane or not? Yes, he will. He's already ahead. And that is Cars, who has gone round in the final sector. No safety car. He is back underway immediately. Reese now on... oh, yeah, he's... I don't know if he's still in here, but... you can check. Bradas is now under pressure a bit from Jeffy Boy as well, but Jeffy Boy just doesn't have the straight line speed. Alvaro Chavas, there he is, the GOAT. The Tier 3 champion of this season has arrived. Amazing, mate. I watched the race. I fell asleep right after though, but I did watch it. So B right now leads still from Reese to Bradas to Jeffy Boy to Fanfanis to Mirko to Lewis to Maxi Block to Adam and to Cryptic. Those are your top 10 drivers. Jeffy Boy, the only one in the top 10 currently with a time penalty. Yeah, basically the usual suspects fighting here, Alvaro. Nothing too shocking to see. But Fanfanis has come a long way. He started, I think it was P16? P17 maybe even, and he's already up into P5. Which is absolutely insane job by Fanfanis here. We now see Reese getting a bit closer this time to be right on this straight. Oh, and a bit of oversteer there for Reese. Will that put him under pressure from Bradas behind? It might just slightly. No, it doesn't. But Reese had a little look there, trying to scare Ben into a mistake. But Ben keeps his head cool. And oh, there's a virtual safety car. There's a Red Bull parked alongside the track. Push it is parked alongside the track. He just went straight on there. That's a bit weird. That's a weird place to crash by going straight on. I'm not gonna lie here. Might need to take a look at that after the race. As Reese and Bradas go in, Ben stays out on the harder compounded tyres, so does Jeffy Boy and Fanfanis. Mirko goes in, Lewis goes in, Maxi Block goes into the pits as well, Adam goes in, Cryptic goes in, and Pusher retires on track. As he's just driven straight into a wall, I think. Okay, that is very unusual. We will check that after the race. For now, we will just focus on the action that is going on this track here. So everyone up to Adam, and even behind Adam, is coming into the pits. Except for Cars, because Cars is like 30 seconds behind. But what do you expect? I mean, he's just returned to Tier 1. Let's just give him a bit of room there. Nightbot, you're ruining my track map. I cannot see. Oh, Cars gets another 3 seconds under the virtual safety car. Let's see if Ben, Jeffy Boy and Fanfanis can now run away from the cars behind. Reese is in total, let's just have a look here. Reese is in total 17 seconds. That is insane. We will check after the race, Pusher. We are currently just going to focus on the action, and after the race we will investigate this further. If you do have proof, I don't know if you have anyone added on Discord of the F7 team, send it to one of the admins and we can take a look at it after the race, mate. So B-Ride is now the only one that has just Pusher, I've added you as a friend on Discord, just send it to me. It's a full course safety car, I didn't even notice that yet. Oh my god, it's a full course safety car and Ben is the only one that stayed out. Ben is going to be a bit in trouble here, as I think he's the only one on the entire grid that hasn't stopped yet. No, he isn't. He's the only one yet to stop in this race here. This might cost him the race win. So we now have a full course safety car. Nathan, I'm letting him send his POV, and with the POV we can do a better judgment since I missed it on stream, sadly. If I would have had it on stream, it would be very much a way easier to judge. But I've just sent him a friend request on Discord, and just to see the footage. Maybe we saw it wrong. Just to be on the safe side, you know, it might be better to just get his POV. So Ben now actually has to stay out. He doesn't have a choice, because if he goes in right now, he loses so much time. But Lewis is going in right now as well. You should just send your POV to me, mate, and we will check it after the race, like I said. Right now we are just going to focus on the action of the actual championship battle between Sauber and Mercedes. And we will have to see what happens after the race, mate. I don't know if Ben has made the right decision. It is a difficult... I don't know, it's a difficult thought process. Because, yes, there might be another safety car. In that case, Ben has made the right decision by staying out. Because he can try to hold up everyone behind, stay in the lead, and then make his pit stop under the next safety car if he expects one. But if there's no next safety car and it's just this one, I don't know if it's a very, very good decision that Ben is making here. It can go two ways for Ben. It can either go very right, and there will be another safety car and he can pit then and have the freshest tires on the block. But it can also go very south and no safety car shows up and he's losing the lead. So the safety car is going in this lap, so Ben will now be backing up the field here. As, Brad is getting a bit impatient here with Ben, as Ben is just trying to slow them all down. Going when he wants the lead into the race again. When will Ben restart? Will it be in the final corner? Will it be before? Will it be right on the start-finish line? And there goes Ben. He's off. Let's see, are they all awake? Yes, Bradders is awake, but Bradders loses the back end there in the final corner. Lewis back into the pits again. What's Lewis doing? EVE Reese now going on the back of Bradders. 1/10 separates them. As I think Bradders will have to defend from Reese. Reese trying to go around the outside of the Williams driver. The Williams driver defends. Reese doesn't have the speed through the corner to keep it alongside Bradders there, as Bradders now going for the move on B right into the chicane down the inside. Will Bradders go? No, he backs out of it. It's a very smart move there from Bradders. Bradders has much to lose. Ben doesn't have anything to lose at this point. As we see Bradders trying to go alongside Ben as well. Ben trying to keep the inside line. Through this corner we go, and Bradders and Ben touching wheels a little bit, but Reese goes through immediately as well, and so does Jeffy Boy. Ben down 3 positions now in the span of 1.5 corners. And there's Fanford is trying to go down the inside of B-Ride as well. Round the outside, Fanford goes, and they touch a little bit, but Fanford sticks it round the outside. Goes into P4. Fan finishes up another place. Mirko will be next to come knocking on B-Ride's door. Here in this race, Ben has dropping massively. Ben doesn't have the grip right now on these old hard compound tires. This is crazy. Ben is going to have to pit sooner or later because at this rate he will end up in last place. Behind the AI cars even maybe. As there goes Mirko on B-Ride as well as he has overtaken it again. Whoa! I don't know if Ben has damage. I can't see it. Doesn't seem like Ben has any damage. Mitch now going for the move on Ben. Ben doesn't make life too hard on him. So Mitch is now up into P6, Ben down into P7. Maxi Block will be next to come knocking on B-Ride's door as well. Cryptic and Turbo not too far behind either. This is going south for Ben. I think it's tires as well, Alvaro. I don't think he has any damage. Alright, Pusha, I will check it after the race, mate. Thank you for your for the clip. So Maxi Block will be next to come knocking on his door. Turbo got the 3-second time penalty there. So does Fanfinis. Fanfinis also has a 3-second time penalty right now. So Maxi Block will be next to come and try to overtake the realistic champion of this season, B-Ride, and oh, there goes Maxi Block already on B-Ride. B-Ride is a sitting duck at this point. 3 cars have gone past him just on this straight alone. Ben is an absolute sitting duck at the moment. Nothing he can do with these worn out hard compounded tires. Now he does get DRS, so he might be able to make 1 or 2 places back on this back straight as he goes for the move on Turbo right now. Oh, side by side through this corner. Ben does get back ahead of Turbo, but I feel like he did mess up, Nathan. I don't think he made the right choice here. Now I know what not to do tomorrow. So Mitch has got another 3-second time penalty. Speaking of penalties, let's see. So we have Jeffy Boy with 3 seconds, Fanfinis as well, Mitch with 6, Turbo with 3, and Turbo has gone back up ahead of B-Ride as B-Ride has gone into the pits. Cars is 6 seconds, Josh Hearn has 9, and Fear Jack has 3 seconds as well. So Ben, after making the wrong decision in this safety car sequence, has gone into the pits now and has dropped to P18, only staying ahead of Lewis W right now. As here comes Jeffy Boy on Reese into the chicane. Jeffy Boy is clearly ahead there. Ooh, Fanfinis going a bit wide. Mirko trying to get back at Fanfinis here. Ooh, and here goes Reese trying to go around the outside of Jeffy Boy. Doesn't work, which opens the door for Bradis, who tries to take advantage of Reese going a little bit wider. He cannot take the advantage because he has to stick behind for now. Insane stuff here from the top 6. They're all trying to get ahead of each other here. And I thought I was allergic to track limits, by the way. Look at Mitch, he's already got 6 seconds. I would have only gotten 3 by now. Oh, I love this. So Brad is now really trying to push Reese into a mistake here. Alvaro. Fear Jack another 3 seconds as well. I think Fear Jack now already has 12 seconds. Here goes Bradis trying to go around the outside of Reese into the hairpin. Doesn't really work, but Bradis is still there. Bradis activating DRS, ERS onto the straight, into the chicane we go. Bradis and Reese evenly matched in terms of top speed. Bradis late on the brakes, gets ahead of Reese. Reese trying to go the long way around. Gets back at Brothers and up into P2 again. Mirko goes round the outside of Fanfinus as well. Reese now trying to duck into the slipstream of Jeffy Boy. Reese down the inside of Jeffy Boy. Fanfinus around the outside of Brothers and Mirko. Oh, this can only end in tears. Ooh, Reese up into the lead of the race. Brothers still in P3, but Fanfinus down the inside there. Oh, and Mirko draws back to P6, so it's Reese, then Jeffy Boy, then Fanfinus, Brothers, Mitch, and Mirko. They've all swapped positions now. It's like a bit of Uno shuffling. As this does allow for Cryptic and Maxi Block to catch back up to the front of the grid here. Jeffy Boy now out of the DRS zone of Reese. So Jeffy Boy will not get any DRS from Reese here, which will benefit Fanfinus in his attempt to go for P2. Here goes Fanfinus. DRS wide open, a bit of ERS deployment down into the chicane. Oh, and Jeffy Boy blocks off Brothers there. So that does leave Brothers back into P4. Fanfinus is up into P2 though. Oh, and Reese is now back into... Fanfinus is back into the DRS zone of Reese. And Fanfinus takes the lead after starting 16th on the grid here. Insane stuff by Fanfinus. What a drive he's already performed here today. Insane, absolutely insane driving from him. Brothers has gone back up to P3 by overtaking Jeffy Boy. This is absolutely exciting stuff. Oh, and Josh Hearn's out. Josh Hearn is out. What happened to him? Oh, that's a retirement on track. Oh, that is not ideal. Retirement on track. Please do not give another safety car. No, it doesn't. 10 laps to go here in Abu Dhabi. Reese now going on Fanfinus down the inside into the hairpin. Reese takes the lead back from Fanfinus. Reese now also having the DRS still, but Fanfinus, does he have the straight line speed to try and go for a move? No, but Brothers does. Brothers going down the inside of Fanfinus into the chicane here. Reese blocking Brothers' path a bit. Oh, and Brothers and Fanfinus. Brothers up into P2. Fanfinus down into P3. Fanfinus now does have DRS once again to try and counter, but Jeffy Boy is right on his tail. As there goes Brothers down the inside of Reese. Locks up a bit. That might be a little bit of a flat spot there. Reese trying to stick around the outside with Brothers. Reese going around the outside, but Brothers breaks late. He has shown he is a very late breaker. He's shown it all of this race so far already. And Reese is now down into P2 again, and Fanfan is down into P3. Mirko tried to go down the inside there. Didn't exactly work for him. Maxi Block has now caught up to this pack and is now in P7 within the DRS zone of Mirko. Brothers now leads from Reese to Fanfinus to Jeffy Boy to Mitch to Mirko and to Maxi Block. Those are your top 7 that are all still capable of getting the win here. Brothers with a bit of a snap of oversteer on the exit of turn, I don't know what turn that is, but the hairpin. Reese now, DRS wide open. Will he go for a move? No, he waits until the next straight. He has to get a good exit here. If he messes up his exit, that might cost him the position. Brothers and Reese now going for it once again, as there we see Mitch trying to go for a move here on Jeffy Boy. Doesn't exactly work out. Reese does take the lead from Brothers again. So we have the shuffleboard still shuffling every single lap. B-Ride is back up into P14. So Reese has now pulled out of Bradders his DRS. So Reese has pulled a 1 second gap for now. Will Bradders be able to close that gap before the DRS detection point? It's currently less than a second. Will it be more than a second in the DRS detection zone? No, it will not. Bradders has DRS on this next straight on EVE Reese in the Mercedes car. So on to the next straight we go again. Oh, Bradders goes a little bit wide there. Will that benefit Fanfiners in any way or form here on this next straight? DRS is open for Fanfiners. It's died down a bit, the excitement here between these drivers. They're not within 2 millimeters of each other anymore. Which is good for my throat. Oh, my throat needs a rest. Damn, not used to doing this anymore. So we go on to lap 22 now. The final stages of this season have started. Not long before the Tier 1 season is over, and then we only have one more race left in the league to finish the season and to finish our legacy on the F124 game. Which is tomorrow, the realistic race at 7 PM, sorry. It's 8 for me, but 7 for everyone else. So be sure to tune in for that. It's not a championship decider, but it's still always very exciting. As we see cars going round the turn 1. Oh, and he's lost a bit of his front wing there. As there goes Mitch down the inside of Jeffy Boy. Mitch goes a little bit wider, pushes Jeffy Boy wide as well, which allows Mirko to go up into P5 in the Aston Martin. Will Mirko be able to make the move on Mitch as well? Yes, he does. Mirko up into P4 in the Aston Martin as there Maxi Block's trying to go around the outside of him. Doesn't exactly work out for him. Maxi Block still trying to hang around the outside of Jeffy Boy here. But the Ferrari counters well and stays in P6 for now. As these three will try and run away now with each other. Run away like a newlywed couple. Let's just keep it at that, shall we? Run away like me when you see the McLaren team boss approaching your DMs. So into the next lap we go. Mirko does get DRS once again from Fanfinus. Fanfinus and Bradders and Reese are not pulling away quick enough. Keep in mind Fanfinus does have that 3-second time penalty, which is going to cost him quite a lot here. As Bradders was trying to go for a move there, but he backed out of it. Let's see on this next straight, with the worst camera angle of all times again. As here goes Bradders on Reese. Round the outside Bradders goes and Reese lets him go. He doesn't defend that hard this time round. We see a few drivers now starting to lose a bit of form. No, I don't want my television to deactivate, should it? There was a bit of smoke there. I think it was from Fanfinus in the Alpine car there. There we have Reese and Bradders now trying to keep each other active in this battle for P1 here. Who will it be? Will it be the Williams? Will it be the Mercedes? Will they collide and someone else will win? Who knows? It's not real life, so we can't know. Here goes Reese once again on Bradders. Down into the chicane. Will Reese go for the move? No, Reese just about backs out of it. And oh, Merkel got hit from behind there by Mitch in the kick Sauber, so he had a little snap of oversteer going into the corner there. Bradas now on the back straight. Reese will try to go round the outside. Bradas sort of lets him go. No, they're still side by side. It looked like he let him go. But no, they are not letting this one go easy. Bradas does defend, but still does drop back to P2 in the Williams car. So Bradas and Reese 1-2. Then it's Fanfinis, but don't forget about that 3-second time penalty that Fanfinis has. And Mitch even has a 9-second time penalty, which is insane. So it's a very bad day for the Sauber team here today. Be right back down in P11 right now. Not being ideal for the championship battle. So Nathan, if you're still here, that means that Mercedes wins it, right? If Ben doesn't finish in the points and Mitch gets a 9-second time penalty, I think that means Mercedes win it. Let me just check to be sure as we keep following the top two here. Where's the standings for Tier 1? Yes, so Mercedes will win the championship at this rate. Oh, Cars goes for the fastest lap. That's the fastest I've seen him go this entire race. So Reese has swapped positions with Bradas again, I think. I'm not sure. I was too busy checking the championship standings. As we see Reese now heading into lap 26. 3 laps to go in this race here, or 4 laps. Sorry, 4 laps. Yeah, 4 laps. So Reese is pulling away from Bradas a little bit here. And Bradas is still under pressure from Fanfinis behind in the Alpine car. Real Alpine would have broken by now. Bradas now on Reese. Will he be able to make a move into the chicane, or will he have to wait until the second straight? Bradas slows down just a bit. Fanfinis trying to go around the outside. Oh! Bradas gets touched by the Aston Martin of Mirko, I think. Fanfinis is up in the P2. Bradas has lost it a little bit. He's inside Mitch right now. Mirko also losing a couple of places there. Jeffy Boy now overtaking Maxi Block again. Bradas back up into P3, but Mitch doesn't want to give this one up. As Fanfinis has taken the lead, Bradas is now trying to go around the outside of Reese. Bradas and Reese making it difficult for each other. Bradas forces Mitch out a little bit, but Mitch trying to get back at him immediately. Reese is trying to get back at Fanfinis as well. Doesn't really work out right now in the final sector. Fanfinis moves across to try and stop Reese from getting in that slipstream on this little... Shush, Alvaro. You know what I meant. Shush. Now I can't be serious. You Portuguese man. Fanfinis now gets overtaken by Reese down the inside. Reese retakes the lead, and he does get the DRS, and Bradas also gets the DRS on Fanfinis. So Bradas will be making a move down into the chicane here as Bradas takes back P2, and Mitch locks up, almost colliding with Fanfinis there. Bradas now back on Reese's rear end there as Reese and Bradas are going for it down the inside into the next hairpin. Will Bradas be the one who takes it? Will Reese be the one to take it? Mirko goes down the inside of both Fanfinis and Mitch. Mirko trying to go around the outside of Fanfinis into this next turn here. Fanfinis tries to force him wide. Mirko does commit down the inside, but Fanfitness is still there. They're side by side. Mitch is now joining in as well in the Sauber. Mitch now alongside Fanfitness. Round the outside, he tries to go. Doesn't work. Fanfitness stays in P4, but Mirko is up in the P3 in the Aston Martin. The race is on. The final 2 laps of this season for Tier 1 have started. It's Reese leading from Bradis to Mirko to Fanfitness to Mitch to Maxi Block to Jeffy Boy to Turbo Snail to Adam to Cryptic. And those are your top 10s, as there is Fear Jack, who's lost a bit of his wing. Interesting. As we see Bradis now in the DRS zone of Reese still. Oh, and Fear Jack has left the session in the pits, thankfully. No sort of involvement in this battle here at the front for the lead of the race. Reese and Bradis now going. Bradis doesn't even open his DRS here. Fanfitness is now back in the fight here for P1. Fanfitness trying to go around the outside. Oh, Mirko and Mitch. Oh, this is chaos. Maxi Block is trying to get involved as well. Oh, and that's Jeffy Boy who spins into the wall after colliding with Maxi Block. This is absolutely insane stuff here. That is the Ferrari of Jeffy Boy, who has spun and lost a few positions. As that is Cars, who's gone round once again this race. Mazzacars, Spinner Cars, I don't know how you want to call it. It's Bradis and Reese for the win. Fanfitness is still there, but he has that time penalty. But Mirko, can he come out of the blue and take this race victory here? They're keeping it thrilling until the end. But what is car? There's a V carb there of Cars. He doesn't even have a wing anymore. There goes Fanfitness on Bradis. Fanfitness trying to go around the outside there. Doesn't work. He has to yield that position as Mirko tries to go down the inside of the Alpine. As Cars is nicely out of the way there. Mirko trying to get back at Fanfitness, but Bradis and Reese. Bradis just doesn't have enough speed to go down the inside of Reese there. He loses a bit of time with the bit of oversteer on the exit of the corner there, which will probably mean... Oh, that is very lucky for Reese indeed. So Reese and Bradis. It's gonna be Reese in the final race of the season for Tier 1. Reese wins for Mercedes and wins the championship for Mercedes on his own. He didn't have a teammate to help him today. Reese has won the Constructors' Championship for Mercedes. Bradis finishes in P2, Mirko in P3, Maxi Block finishes P4, Fanfitness 16th on the grid at the start, 5th at the finish, Turbo P6, Mitch P7, Adam P8, Jeffy Boy P9, Cryptic P10, Lewis P11, Lewis and Ben just finishing at the same time. You love to see their bromance. They are best pals and you just love to see this type of stuff. This is very wholesome between them. Very nice to see. And there goes Z2. Of course, Z2, this was his final Sunday race. And tomorrow is his final race in F7. Z2, thank you so much for all of these seasons, mate. These donuts are well deserved. And congrats and good luck to you in the future, mate. Thank you for every single race you've committed to. It's been an absolutely great ride having you here. Thank you, mate, and good luck tomorrow in that Sauber. Let's see you get another bit of points like last week. Amazing, mate. Thank you so much for everything in F7. And your car is now reversing into the wall. Your car decided to reverse into the wall. Your driver just doesn't like the car anymore. So that was the final race of the season. I think it's only PS players that finished on the podium here. Yes, it is. Reese, Bradders, and Mirko, I will invite you both, all three of you, to a party in a little bit to do the interviews. Yeah, that is the AI driving. So the tires used, the incidents as well, just for Nathan to look at them, so that we can always look back at these incidents and that we know what happened and why people got a warning and how many warnings you got. And the pit stops as well, just really quickly glance over them. Okay, Reese, Bradders, and Mirko. Let's invite them to this party. Reese. Bradders. Where's Mirko gone? I thought Mirko had PlayStation as well. Mirko, get your meh online. Mirko, you're PlayStation, right? Confused. Is Mirko PlayStation? Anyways, for the people that do want to join, I've sent you guys a party invite for Reese and Bradders. There's Reese already. Reese, Mirko is PS as well, right?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I found them. I've sent them a party invite as well.
Not.
I'm going to have to turn you up a bit because you're very soft on my side. Speak again if you want, please.
Yeah, I'll be hard soon, don't worry.
Okay, perfect. Let's see if anyone else joins. If not, we have a singular interview today. Let's see if Mirko wants to join. And same with Bradders. I don't think he will. Okay, yeah, we will just go to you then, Reese. Amazing race by you. Of course, a long battle with Bradders. Throughout the entire race, you were battling him. B right at the start as well. Of course, with the first round of pit stops, Ben decided not to pit during the virtual safety car, but then the safety car came out and it kind of messed him up. You were 1-0 behind at the start of the race without having a teammate, but you were 6-0 ahead at the end of the race. So how do you feel about that one, mate?
Yeah, no, it's definitely nice to come out on top with the constructors as well as the drivers' championship. I've pretty much earned both trophies myself. No disrespect to my teammate, but he's only joined new, and none of my teammates throughout the season really contributed much. But of course, very happy to win. To be honest, I'm a bit disappointed with how some of the other drivers were with me. Like, I got given a toe in my final run in Q3. Not saying that would have made a difference. It gave me about a tenth, just over a tenth, and the gap between me and Ben in qualifying was a tenth and a half. And then on the final lap of the race, it was neck and neck between me and Bradders. I had 60% ERS, 70% ERS, and the gap was about 6 tenths. And then a lap driver gives me DRS blatantly. So it takes a bit of credibility away from the race, but that still wouldn't have affected the overall championship results. But yeah, no, fairly steady race for everything in between. It was just, managing, controlling the race where I could. Yeah, nothing more to add really.
I mean, definitely. I mean, it's a bit of a shame. I think you would have hoped for a bit of a more serious battle for the championship, but of course, nonetheless, winning the championship is of course an amazing feeling. You've known it from winning the drivers' championship. You've won the constructors in realistic as well, and now the constructors in tier one. I think that's a successful end to your season here in F7. I think.
Yeah, no, definitely. Of course, I don't think it would have affected the overall championship standings, but yeah, obviously, taking part in 2 championships and taking away 3 out of a possible 4. Of course, realistic, as you probably know, is a bit gutted not to win, but is what it is. Certain circumstances happen, certain things happen, certain preferences. But yeah, next season's a new game, new team. Obviously, still in Mercedes for tier one, but I'll still be gunning for the top spot once again next season, hoping to defend my title. But yeah, just looking to push on as much as I can and hopefully bring home a driver's title and hopefully a constructors with both divisions next year. Next
Let's
season
hope
even.
so, mate. Let's see if anyone can challenge you. Maybe next game, someone out of the blue comes and
we'll, ha-
challenges you for the final
we'll,
for the championships.
we'll have to see. It's a completely new game,
Maybe
so
me in a back market car and realistic takes you out in the final race.
you,
Huh?
you you never know. Anyone could pop up. They could find half a second of pace, and that puts them on at the front. But yeah, we'll just see what happens when it comes to it.
Exactly, mate. Thank you so much for the little interview here at the end. That's gonna be the
Cheers,
end of
Kubo.
it, guys. Of course, tomorrow, realistic. Tune in at 7 p.m. for the season finale for the realistic division, and we will see you guys next time. Ciao.